Hey guys, coming back here on our sales info job config. As we can see, we are running this batch application as a single thread. Okay, so in order to scale this application, we are going to use the first approach, which is multi-thread step, which allows us to execute the chunk on a separate thread. Okay, so in that order, we are going to use task executor. And so let's put our hands on the code. So in order to create a multi-thread step, we just need to create a task executor. And let's just here now creating. And then we put it maybe the name, okay, just to in order to see which thread is running. um, yeah, name prefix. This is, we are going to add thread number, and then it's gonna be like the number of the thread. So and here we just return the executor. That's all. So maybe, yeah, let's just create it as a bin. Okay, so in order to use or to create our multi-thread step, we just need to set here like task executor, and then we use the task executor here. Okay, so now let's start our application. Let's run our application in order to see if it's running on a multi-thread step. So now let's run our application in order to see how the multi-thread step is working. So now it's building. So as we can see, on the multi-thread step, each chunk, okay, gonna be executed on a different thread. Okay, as we can see example here. So let me just try to pause it. But if you see here, example, we have the chunk size of 10, and if we start counting here the 4, all the chunk has been executed in a single thread, like on a thread, on a different thread. For each chunk, we are using different thread. Example, we can see here. So maybe I'm just gonna switch to another console, but I actually think that here we can still like pause. What is it? Yeah. So let's just take a look here. For example, we start like for this chunk. Okay, we start executing it on the thread number 2. Okay, so we had this chunk size 10. Let's just count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as we can see here, all the chunk has been executed in a different thread. For the next chunk, it was executed also in a separate thread. So this is what we call the multi-thread step. Okay, so now let's check if we got some performance. Okay, if we got some gains in terms of performance for this job. As we can remember, the last time that we used the single or the sync processing, okay, the single thread processing, the batch that we had on our previous example before scaling, it took almost 6 minutes in order to process, let me see, in order to process like 59,508 like items. So now let's check if we can process it and if we got some performance here, if we have some gain in terms of performance. So in that order, I'm gonna launch our application, and in the end, we're gonna see how long it took in order to process the same amount of data with the same chunk size, but with this new approach, which is a multi-thread step. Okay, let's take a look. So here we are back. Our batch application, like our job, has finished with status complete. So now, as we can see, it took 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So we gain, okay, we just got some performance here, because before using the multi-thread step, it took 6 minutes. Now it's maybe almost the half, okay, because it's 2 minutes now. So we can say that it's working. So this is a good way to increase the performance of your batch application. As proof, we can just go here to our database and explore the job repository. Always explore the job repository. Okay, so let's check. This is the last one. Okay, the last job execution. So the start time, okay, the end time, and exit status, exit code. So here, as it says here on IntelliJ on our console, we can see like it took 2 minutes. So it's very nice. Okay, so maybe that's all for now. Let's check another approach, which is async processing.